It's a deal out there. Y'all see we back in effect with the music. But Wise Ruler, I hear what you're saying, but look, take this into account. The reason why I'm late today, wait a minute, can y'all hear me? Is the mic on? 1, 2, yeah, I can hear me, I can hear me. But yeah, I worked on these joints a little bit more. You know, I learned some, you know, because this is new. Yeah, I had to admit, it's not new, but I'm new to this machine. I'm really new to the NPC world. You know, having one myself. You know, but I jumped in with both feet. So, yeah, I learned how to, you notice like the sounds was up and down, like the low, I couldn't really get the sounds up, so I went in there and figured some things out. So, you know, sometimes that counts. Like you gotta do that sometimes. Like if somebody play they record for you, right? They always want to blast it. But a lot of stuff sound good loud. People talking bullshit can sound like if they say it loud enough. If they say it with a bullhorn, then you know it can sound like they know what they're talking about. But look, I got something. If you got the knowledge between 1993 and 2000, I got something for y'all. Let me get it ready. We're not gonna play it right now, cause we ain't got that much stuff. You know, it's been I mean, not really hectic, but it's just been some things to think about. A cool, refreshing drink over here. Lemonade. So we got in here. Wise Ruler, Free Cypher, Freedom G, Divine Understanding, FDJ Beats, Shabazz Allah, Jack King, Julie TV. Julie TV, I couldn't find that joint. You said it's the life of Muhammad. Most of the stuff I was seeing when I put that in the search was about Muhammad Ali. So I'm gonna keep looking, but yeah, right now I didn't see it. When you said it came out, what year? I got Sincere, West Coast Wise, Freedom in the building. King Math, my YN crew. You know, laws in disorder. See, you know, For whatever reason, I didn't see the link. See if you could put it in there again. A lot of times what happens is only I could put the link. But I don't know why that is. But you know, in light of recent events, is it more clear to everybody, why we have the principles of showing and proving? Why we have the principles of examining, and how when you're not consistent with those principles, right, then you don't have a thing. See, once you make enough exceptions to the rule, then you don't have a rule. See, once you have a law, right? Once you have any principle, right, with no penalty and no reward, then what is it? The reward may not be, what other people measure. Meaning, like, your reward might not be money and fame. You may not have a viral YouTube channel. But, that's just a sign that, things is about what we're going to do. Shallah, what's the signs? I was on what I said the name of that is again? Listen, I just got off of it. Since the time I talked to you, I was on there the whole time. But I got sincere said if we didn't, it would be like church, no showing and proving anything anyone could come amongst us. And see, that's the thing. Is that anyone can come amongst us. See, anyone. So how do you know who someone is? Yeah, Crates Won't Tell, that's the sign. Shout out to them. Going on there. Look, when I played the intro today, the brother said that was the that was the dopest word that he heard. I said, wait a minute though, because I was on that site, so the sound on this one is much better. Because I took a little more time with it. We had some drops and all of that today. We didn't just have a straight loop, so all of that comes into play. But the principles is not just for back in the days. See, if they continue daily, right? This is a real question right here. This is a real question right here, right? If they continue daily, right? How much do you at what rate do you have to continue? That's not rhetorical. Free Cypher said daily and nightly. So-Fi Bill said ceaselessly. Anyone else? Ha! If there's no rest for the wicked, how can the righteous rest? See, that's the sign. See, that's a degree of religion too, man. See, a lot of things happen, but just because everybody else don't uphold the principles, if they jumped off a bridge, and see, it's not is if the part I'm saying is that is religion, right? Is if you start thinking that it was something going on in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Other than brothers just, upholding the principles of who they say they is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think that because somebody existed, right here on the planet, right? Somebody walked in Harlem in the 60s, right? That's going to make you God right now. Then somehow that diminished your duties. See, that's what the Christians think. That Jesus died for their sins. See, that's not our teachings. Our teachings is that Allah come in His own good time. So right now, if you breathing, you better make this your time, because there ain't no time. Ain't no time after this. Not that I know about. That's a part of this teachings. So even when people say go back to the essence, I'm already the essence of life. This is it right here. Whatever you got to teach, you better teach it now. Whatever you got to say to somebody, whatever it is, you better do it now. Because listen, whatever GOAL or GOLD that you trying to get, you better get it now, because ain't no better place. I'm not saying it because it's good. I'm saying it because it ain't no other place. Not that we know of as a part of this teaching. People study all types of things, your Eastern philosophy. I don't know. If you want to talk about the ethers and the etheric bodies and all of this, hey, listen. Right now, we just talking about mastering right here, and we'll get out there later. Yeah, see, 100 Hail Marys and a donation can absolve you. Nah, it's nothing like that here. And see, that's what happens. You see what I'm saying? People come in and they thinking that, that was back in the days when y'all had to do that. Or the brothers back in the days was a certain way. I was like, hold on for a second. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can get it over. Man, I don't know what
Plus you do it that. That's 2 strings. So they call it knotsmith. She's good. Okay, go. She just go out there. You come. You come. You come. No. Alright. It's okay, go with it. That's her husband. He don't want to go. It only goes. Shoot.
Now open?
Yeah.
No bueno. Whew. That was quite an episode. Neighbors lost their key. So, yeah, where was we, man? Where was we? Yeah, so, divine truth, positive, almighty. So, yeah, that's, the signs what I'm saying is that, the principles got to be upheld, by the people that's in whatever time right then. In whatever time they in. It's not, back in the days there was people that, they cells was made of some other type of substance. I'm talking about the cells in they body. The paper that they studied the lessons off, right? The parchment was of some different type of quality that allowed them to draw up a greater understanding. See, a lot of things, when you look at the principles, man, you got to understand that stuff, it applies across the board, and it applies in each and every situation. You know what I'm saying? It's every day. Just like, you know what I'm saying, when you saying, right, are you God, right? Are you this? Are you following these principles? That's second by second. Every time you go in that restaurant and you order food, you know, every time there's an opportunity to do positive or negative, right? To live civilization in righteousness, or to live savagery in negativity. That's second by second. That's not something like, you know, you made that decision back in whatever year you got the knowledge, and now that lasts forever. See, the prophecy is not just going to happen. That's in the religious. See, that's why we don't really use that word. You know what I'm saying? We say that we write history. You know, our own history. You know, history is something you got to live out. You know, it's not a spiritual thing. It's not a seventh sign. It's not, you know, because there was Wu-Tang and Wu-Tang exposed all these different people in different places in different languages, that, okay, now that's it. You know, that's it. Next stop, levitating cars. You know, levitating cars and shit and all of that. But at the end of the day, you know, if these things, you know, if no, see, it's some basic things. It's some basic things. That, see, you don't like to accept it because you like these people. I like some of them too. But see, is when it say only a few should be chosen, you think because, you know, it's 5%, right? You know, so there's another 95%, right? Whatever it is, there's another 95%. So you thinking that that's the few? Nah. See, it's only a chosen few, right? But check it out. Who's doing the choosing? And we got a chosen few. Who's doing the choosing? See, on the island of Patmos, who's doing the choosing? Who's the judge of that? Who's the judge of that? If you know, you healthy, strong, and a good breeder. Who's the judge of that? Now we know who's the judge of that on the island of Patmos. So now, who's the judge? Who's the judge of who's the chosen few? Wise Prince said oneself. Anyone else? No one. Julia TSB said one is the knower. So I'm gonna tell you who's the judge of that. I'm gonna tell you who is the chosen few. See, they the people that see some shit and do something about it. See, and everything that comes with doing something about it. See, there's a difference between the people that do something about it and the people that don't do nothing about it. See, the people who sit around with the whole analysis, and look, some of us is very eloquent at that. The people that sit around with the whole analysis of the problem, they can take you back to 1966 when this started, right? Every stop on the way up to now. You know what happened? You know what what you was doing when that was going on. Oh, that was them. It was a greater power. It was some other greater power that I can't do that. I can't say that. That's the real difference. The people who everybody got the same assignment. Everybody got the same assignment. Man, look, you got one job. Right now. Look, bro, you got one job right now, man. Become civilized. You know what I'm saying? Okay, look, you've been around a minute now. We're gonna give you, look, you got 2 jobs, right? Right now after this, look, remain civilized and teach civilization. And see, they hand in hand. It's just 2 jobs, but you can't do one without the other. You really can't, because see, if you civilize, people gonna acknowledge that. Even if they don't acknowledge it in the words, they gonna notice that, yeah, the way you do shit, you always come off. They're gonna see that when the colored man, whatever he's doing, whatever, his however he's sticking pins right now, that you don't never get the pins in your head, they're going to notice that, and they're going to do what you do. They just not going to know why. Exactly, God. You know what I'm saying? The kinetic energy of you just, your actions being righteous. People going to ask you, hey, why you don't eat that, G? I notice you never eat. And then see, that's how people know. You know what I'm saying? But it's look, I'm not even gonna say we gotta get back to that, because you know what? A lot of people on here, y'all fairly new to the knowledge, man. So I just say, look, in your endeavors, because some of us, we already, but look, there's some of us on here that look, it's gonna come a day where you got the keys. Rather, if it's rather they hand it to you, or you in a situation where, look, you got to pick them up and keep it. You got to keep the car rolling. But I don't know if y'all ready, because like I said, we ain't got that much jump offs. But I was telling the people earlier that, look, I got a treat over here for the people that got the knowledge between 1993 and 2000. I don't know if y'all ready. See, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I mean, and look, this is a real question. This is not rhetorical. Did y'all know we could fuck this up? Like, did y'all just know that that's something in the realm of possibility that we could fuck this up? See, just because mathematics is right and exact, that don't mean everything that people do is right and exact. That don't mean that we can't fuck it up. People have fucked up good things in the past, and it can happen again. And see, when the history is recorded, we'll be some people that people be like, yeah, they had the science, man. Just like we talk about people now. You know, the Egyptians, yeah, they had the science. Then what happened? That's not just talking about 1870, 1874. That's talking about right now. Then what happened? What you going to do? That's not just from then. That's not even how we deal with it. I mean, yeah, we know that history. When the ambassador went over there. You know, it was other people that was going over there before that time, before that date. But that's not the lesson in it. The lesson in it is what you're going to do. Now, this is a 2000 XL. I gotta get my real monitors. These are decent. But you know, even all of that, right? The stuff that now see the people, some of us understand that, right? But how many of y'all understand, right? How many of y'all understand that even that history that you be hearing in the nation, that's lessons? That's not written in that lesson of 120, that's not written in 120 lessons. But see, when you looking at the nation, the history of the nation, it's the same thing. It's righteous people and unrighteous people dealing with different situations, events, and other people, handling the situation in whatever way they handle it, that's their nature, and coming out a certain way. You know, there's some lessons where we know, okay, that right there, we're not going to apply that. See, from, you know, that, like, another lesson that's not written in there, right? Take the best part for self and leave the rest alone. So is some things where we say, you know, or how about this one? The best way to master some things is to leave it alone. The only way to master some things is to leave it alone. Now, there's people in the nation, right, that those words wasn't enough for them. Those words wasn't enough for them to learn. So now they went out and provided an example. See, how many shit people in the Bible, right, or any one of these books, right, whoever is the religious deity told them, don't do that. But those words wasn't enough. You had to look back, didn't you? Look at, I beat you to it, self-out Bill. See, I try to look, I'm too fast, son. Listen, man, nobody beats the sword. Nobody beats the sword, son. I beat you to it. She trying to be slick. Too fast on the draw, man. Told you I went to YNs, man. I went to YNs. I get it in quick, man. Right. An example of what to do or what not to do. You know? Look, there's Eve. You know, look, there's all the people. There's Adam too, with his dumb ass. but because you know, we don't want the earth to come in here and say that we picking on women. So we're gonna include Adam because you know he's actually worse. Because you was the one that was told. You was the one that was actually told. But you know, you got all the people that was around in Noah's time. You know, you got various, you know, episodes in the Bible of, you know, entire groups of people that ain't take the heed, and then their story is an example, right, of why you don't do that. This is what happened if you do that. We told you don't do it. But look, I guess we take an intermission. I've been ranting long enough. That's a 40-minute rant. But look, this is a treat right here. You know, for the 93 to 2,000 people, right? I want y'all to tell me if y'all recognize this right here. Nobody recognized that. I'm ashamed of y'all. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I know somebody in here is from the 90s. See, now we got some. I knew y'all should look. You couldn't throw no version of Holy Wars on, and I don't recognize it. But you know, JPF Fallen, I think that's the first time you answered the question right. Is that the first time you answered the question right? See, now you don't want to answer. I see how you do. That was your first time, huh? I don't know. I don't remember you ever. I don't remember you ever being that crisp and concise. But what's the deal out there, man? We got any questions, man? Out there, JPF4, you know, you're not from my area. See, like, look, it was an era that I existed, right? It was an era that, you know, I was doing what I was doing, and then you could say that you was doing something during that era, but you're not from my era. Like if we say, all right, this time right here, what was you doing? You wasn't doing what I was doing. That's like, look, that's like you saying you from the Jordan era. Just because you was alive when Jordan was alive. just because you was alive when Jordan was alive, you not from that. You not from the Jordan era. I'm Power Wisdom. That don't make you from my era. You're not before me. I have no beginning or ending. How you gonna be before me? See, you got this stuff is basic, man. That's what's very important. See, when you know the basics, right? You know that some things, you know, two objects can't occupy the same space at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, a person can't say bullshit, right, and then that exists at the same time, right, when people know the truth. You understand what I'm saying? When the truth is present, you can't get bullshit off. Yeah, see, an era is a long, distinct period of history with a particular feature or characteristic. You ain't got none of my characteristics. He said, what is a way to preserve cultural norms, mores, in an era where this culture has become trendy? You know, y'all gotta stop thinking that, hold up, turn this heater up. Y'all gotta stop thinking that friendship is a qualification to be 5%. Like, yeah, you know, you gotta know people, you know, and be having some type of interaction with them. You know what I mean? So, you know, I understand that being, you know, one of the kind of prerequisites to you even being able to have a conversation with somebody, right? But that's not a qualification. That the person has problems, that's not a qualification to be a 5%. But these are the type of things that I be hearing. You know, yo, you know, I got this person that I know, and they dumb, and they can't do nothing right, God. You know, I want to bring him, you know, so you can give it. I can't help him. I can't help him. Because the knowledge is for people that's on 6.99999. But this is the people. You said you got the knowledge before me. You ain't got it now. Hey, come on, man, with the comedy. You know what I'm saying? But these are the people that you pick. See, it ain't like back in the days, we should see somebody young and shit. Like, oh shit, yo, the young brother over there and shit, you know what I mean? He doing it this. You know, he's already a leader. We can already see that, you know, amongst his friends as an 85, he got a voice. Those used to be the people that we used to say was. Those were the people that we went after. You know, that I did, you know, in you know, to a certain degree, right? That was one of the reasons that I was able to do my thing, because, you know, if I affect this person and all of these people kind of, you know, they kind of go with his lead, then, you know, I could you know, start affecting all of these people. You know, but if you picking, you know, the dude that's over there in the corner picking his nose, you know, you just you know, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, and even in terms of, you know, the people that you being around to, you know, when you affecting kids, you know, most of what they got to gain is for themselves. You know, gaining knowledge of themselves, you know, how to move around, how to do things. You know, but once you get these people that got, you know, they got ways that they can make money or become famous or all of these other things, you're just dealing with a different group of people. Do you think picking people in general is problematic? I mean, as opposed to people choosing themselves and then as a result being more sincere in their efforts to add on. I mean, yeah, that's at the end of the day, one only learns what one teaches self, right? But you know, it's 24 hours in a day. I got shit to do, right? So I gotta take the short shots. You know what I'm saying? So meaning, if I go to the senior citizen home, right? There's some people in there I could teach, but not the same amount of people as in the junior high school. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, ultimately, if somebody hears the word, right, they hear the word. If that's their birthright, you can't stop them from being this. If it's really in them, you ain't gonna be able to stop it from coming out. You're not gonna be able to beat it out of them. You're not gonna be able to nothing. But in terms of, who you actually, you go, like, for instance, with the school, right? People come in all ages, but I don't outreach to them. Like, they would have to have heard and just come to the school. But I don't, I give out book bags and I got bouncy houses and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where my focus is, but this is the reality, right? We supposed to be teaching the world. We teach the babies to be the greatest they could be, right? Through having the knowledge of themselves, but we teaching the world. So, yes, it's look, that already exists. Whereas people with the knowledge, right, that I never would have, I never would have maintained with them. It never would have been no circumstance where we would have been in the same place at the same time. We're not interested in none of the same things. We don't do things the same way. But we got the knowledge. Well, I got it. They say they got it. Well, look, that used to be another thing, right? That some people was righteous. Like, whenever something happened, like, this door might mysteriously open, and everybody runs in there and take whatever they could hold in their hands. But this one brother, he might, that happens all the time, but he just don't partake. He just don't want to. It's just not him. He don't want to. If he might get in confrontations or whatever, where he got the advantage, but he never really pressed the advantage. He not no sucker or nothing, but certain things, like, I'm not gonna pick on people. I'm not no bully. With certain people that was just righteous, as Riel said, that's how he got the knowledge. Allah said he was righteous, in his dealings when they was in there. But now the like I said, the people, the qualities in people that they think would make them a good 5% is generally stuff that I don't know how you gonna do this particular duty that we do. I don't know how you're gonna do it under the circumstance of the basics, because this knowledge can't make you nothing. The building blocks gotta already be there. All the raw material gotta already be there. And your best opportunity to really, shape and mold that raw material into something is when people is young. You know, and you know that's one of the things is you know you're waiting until people have so much venom in them that they poisonous themselves. You know, if you wait until, you know, people get to college, or, you know, people that's 50 in all of these various ages, the devil's been continuing daily on them all that time. Luke Cage came in, S. Reeves, District 120. JP Fallen said, I got the knowledge of self and other than self a long time ago. So what's a long time ago? When did you get the knowledge of self and other than self? You got it in knowledge cipher, born cipher. You got the knowledge in 1090. when it came out in 1964, but you got it in 1090. And what is this CYPHER? I told you ain't got the knowledge. That's not how we spell it. Remember we had somebody, who was that on here, that they was born, what they said they was born in 1981, but they 37? We had somebody who was born in 1981, but they 37, and now we got somebody who got the knowledge in 1090 when it came out in 1964. This is Science Medina. It's been a minute. So you said knowledge born cipher. I'm saying, listen, bro, that's your first thing. You seem to not be able to spell cipher. So I don't know if you keep you saying you got the knowledge, but we just is everybody seeing what I'm saying? But check this out though. You still didn't get the knowledge before me. Listen, bro. But Tom, you got the knowledge. I already look. I think I had my 10. I already taught my 9 people by then. By 1990, I was doing it this. 1990. Come on, man. You gotta stop this. And then I'm saying you older than me, right? So you still got the knowledge late. You're not from my era. You got the knowledge 19. You got to be older than that. You have to be like 20 something. If you older than me, yeah, you got to be like 21, 22 when you got the knowledge. You're not from my era. Stop it. You was 20. Stop it, 5. What would make you say? What would make you say something like you got the knowledge before me? I don't even come on this channel, man. Yeah, you older than me, but I didn't get the knowledge in 1990 nothing. I got the knowledge in the 80s, man. That's why I asked you how long you been in this channel. Everybody know that. And you can't spell cipher. Yo, that used to be big back in the days, man. Yo, the guys would pull out a paper and tell you to write something down. Actually, brothers used to, because we didn't have all the cell phones and stuff like that. So that was like a part of, things that was a part of our education is that, listen, keep a pen and a piece of, in a piece of paper on you. Some kind of paper, little notebook, whatever. Oh, he was just seeing if we was paying attention, our guy sincere. Okay, hey, look, thanks for that. Still shopping, still JPF Wallen. Okay, but you see how this look. See now, because this whole conversation started because you said you got the knowledge before me. And now you saying I got the knowledge like 3 years before you. But I'm saying, look, here's the question. Who's the judge of that, right? You having the knowledge itself. Where's the fruit? Where's the fruit of that tree right there? You said I can't tell you that I don't have it. I mean, you know why it's hard for me to tell you that you don't have it? Because you can't really argue with belief. See, because belief is not based on fact, right? There's no facts that you can present to disprove it. You can't really disprove something that somebody believes. See, like if JPF Fallen believed that he was a walrus, let's say, there wouldn't be nothing we could do but put him in Bellevue. People believe, well, we got people who look. We don't want to go down that road. We don't want to go down that road on this channel of things that people believe that they are. We don't want to go down that road right now. See, the way you tried that over here, right? You ain't really got that much to gain. You know when you should try that type of thing? Go down to the bank, right? And tell them you feel like a millionaire. Tell them you feel like a millionaire and you need $100,000 of your money right now. Tell them you had that money in there since 1090. Shalala. Yeah, you're right, Shalala. That only happens in the movies. Oh, man. What you say you rest at again, JPF Fallen? Yeah, that's how they say it. JPF Fallen. Tell them you identify as a millionaire, and if they try to kick you out and tell you ain't got no account there, call the police on them for wrong naming you. Tell them your name's really Rockefeller. Oh, you're from Philly. All right. But I'm saying, let me ask you a question. How you end up, how you end up around us? Because I noticed you be talking some Muslim stuff, right? But you be talking about Elijah Muhammad. Generally speaking, not saying that that's it, but generally speaking, I associate Philly with Sunni Muslims. You the God too? So when you say you the God too, right? You're the God in addition to what else? Because you saying that you Sunni Muslim, you Sunni Muslim and the God, is that what you're contending? Team Money Talk, welcome to the channel. you said, oh, you're God too, like the guys in here and myself. Now, you're not God like myself. You gotta stop this comedy, man. See, look, man. You know, cells got to be of the body. You understand what I'm saying? The cells got to be of the body. You know, otherwise you gotta have some, like, if a person get a, you know, how a person get a transplant and they gotta take certain medicine to stop their body from attacking what was transplanted, because that's not of the body. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't grow from that one cell. You're not from the neighborhood. You're not from around here. See, just because you came around us, man, you gotta be of the body, man. You know, the other rest of the body gotta recognize you as being of that cell that we all came from. See, look, I don't know how you do that. Right? How you could be God and nobody knows you. Like, I'm not saying even you as an individual. I'm saying any person that's saying that. Because it's just not the way it works. You know what I'm saying? It's cell to cell. So you can't just be around us. We was at doing this. Let me ask you a question. Once a year, the whole nation comes to Philly. Can you tell me what the event is that the whole nation comes to Philly for? Sometimes when I don't know something and I want to learn it, I tell someone who knows the thing that I want to learn, that I don't know it, so they can teach me. That it's funny, Jay. You should try it. Hey, listen, man. Some things are too simple. It couldn't be that. Said if you bang your head in the floor 5 times a day, you're different. 793rd, but you know he's way back. What you said this here? What is this? Odunde. What's Odunde? What's Odunde? But look, this is a good example of what I'm saying, right? How he get the knowledge? Philly Culture Festival. No, JPF Fallen. That's not the reason the whole nation comes to Philly once a year. So, yeah, I'm just saying that. Look, it just. I mean, I would call it a little bit less than a wild guess, right? But you don't build with the guys in Philly. You know, I don't go to Philly every day. I've been to Philly. I got some numbers out there I could call if you want me to. Roots Picnic. Nah, I don't think we come out there to see the Roots. I don't think that's the reason that the whole 5%, at least from up and down the East Coast, comes to Philly once a year. I don't think that's it. Luke Cage. Ah, man. They don't get the knowledge of. I don't think what he said he got it in 1990 though. See, a lot of things, it's 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 just like I was saying in the beginning with the principles, right? And how I said about how when people see the truth, you know what I mean. Only the person who that's their mindset is to believe the lie is still gonna believe it. He said it's been shut down in Philly since the 90s. No Mecca building open in all of Philly. You definitely just established that you don't build the guys in Philly. You said, do I have any info on what year or period Yakub grafted the devil? It said it was in the year 8,400, which means from the date of our present history of Quran, about 2,600 years before the birth of the Prophet Musa. Saying it like that to say that it's in the lessons. Sometimes get the lessons on cap. At the time, the answers to the stuff you're looking for is right there. We had a couple of classes like that recently. You know what I mean? Where we demonstrated how the answers is in the lessons. JP had fallen, said it's dead up in Philly. I guess I have to tell the guys that the next time I'm out there at that national event. I have to mention you said that, Mr. Fallen. But, like I was saying, in terms of the culture, right? See, a lot of these people is fake. These fake people could be around because it's not enough real people around. You understand what I'm saying? Check this out what I'm saying, right? There was areas that you would go in, right? Back in the days where the guys over there was so thorough with their teaching, right, and with they culture, that if you was around there, like say y'all at the store or something, y'all stopped at a store, and the 85s hear you using mathematics, they'll go get the guys. Like, yeah, there you go right there. I'm dead ass. Like, yeah, he said he got. See, because they know how this go. they know that, yo, saying no perp in that. That's when, you know, the people is living out their culture to that degree. I remember one time we was all the guys, we sit in the park, right? And it's nighttime, you know, we in one of them type of areas and everything. We see these two cats just walking dead towards us, right? So, you know, at first we just talking, and as they get to a certain distance, now they got like our attention. So we looking, we like, so as we looking at them, right, they stop right there. They say, yo, peace, man. Y'all the guys, right? So we was like, yeah. So the dude said, yo, I can't remember the names they said, but he said, whatever he said, it was like, look, you know, I'm Kevin. This is my man Thomas right here. You know, we just want to say peace to the guys. And walked off. See, that's what the brothers out there is living. That's what I mean when I say, yo, how I know these motherfuckers is God. Because see, the 85% know what time it is. They not just over there in secret saying it's dead around there. They be in life around there. You could be from West Philly, you ain't the guy. Tell me you from my area. See, I'm in the Law World Manifest area. You're not in the Law World Manifest area. Cause you don't manifest none of Allah's teachings or the idea of what He manifests. So how you not from my area, man? You was born in Brooklyn, so what? A lot of 85% birthed in Brooklyn. That doesn't make you see. This is what I'm saying. Peace to the guys, man, you know, whose home is in Medina, man. But check this out. That's not the reason that they got. You know, that's a part of their environment that, you know, makes them who they are. But that's not the reason. Go ahead, Jeweler TV, you from Lakewood? I should come to Lakewood. In fact, yesterday, I saw the guy from Lakewood that I ain't seen in years that I used to be with out there. Yeah, you right about that shit, alright. You made an error. You're not from my era. you made an error right there. You said it do the right thing. Yeah, that was Bug when he stepped on bugging out shoes. Nah, Lakewood down there. When I was down there, that whole area down there, Asbury, Toms River, that whole area. There was another town out there too, Ocean something, where you know, it was a lot of guys down there. I haven't been out there in a long time, but I was out there for an era. Ah, man. JPF4, you know, I tell people, man, I don't get outside. Asbury Park got the knowledge in 1970. You know, it's you know, that era of the history is you know, at least here in America, I guess, you know, overseas or whatever, but you know, that you know, just in terms of you know, the knowledge getting someplace and all of that, you know, especially through the media and all of that, it's going, you know, that part of the time is over of writing the history. I'm just saying, for the people who plan on having the knowledge, is that now you got to build something on that foundation. You know, or we just maintain, you know, we maintain at whatever level, and we just keep analyzing it. We keep analyzing it into more and more detail. Judah TV said truth and knowledge came to Asbury Park. What you talking about? J. Luke Cage said, I noticed you had several UFOs on your channel talking crazy, but you let them rock. You know why? Because this is what I be saying. Like, that's not a rhetorical question. How did this person get the knowledge? Like I'm saying, that's something. Wait, oh, that's what that's supposed to be today's. That's supposed to be today's mathematics. I was wondering what wisdom power was that you put up there. Oh, you talking about knowledge God? You talking about knowledge God? No comment. If you talking about knowledge God, no comment. Yeah, but this is the type of thing. This is what I'm saying. And see, even for the younger people, right? The newer people that's just being exposed. The newer people that's just being exposed to the knowledge, right? These is people that they're going to encounter. Like, you go somewhere, right? And this person walks up and says peace to the God, right? And you do you hear this? You see this? You see this guy? Do you see this guy? But at any rate, you know, these is the people that you might encounter, right? As a young brother, right? As a young sister, whatever, right? This person walks up and says, "Peace, God." Just like all the other righteous brothers, right? Let's say you get the knowledge in whatever cipher, you just getting the knowledge. Let's say you just got your first crown or something, whatever the first thing that, when you go out, people automatically recognize that, oh, all right, you a 5%. And so this person says, peace, God, oh, that's the universal greeting. Right? The brothers that, is giving me the knowledge, they said to return that with peace. So now what do you do? That's the question. Once upon a time, you examine. But if you don't examine, now this is who you got around you, G. And see exactly how this, is right here, in terms of this being the internet, anybody being able to just tune into the channel. Yeah, that's how it is. When you at the school, when you at the rally, and see, like some people say he's a troll, right? Okay, let's say he's a troll. That's, I can press this button right here and he disappeared. But, when we talk about other realms, right? Let's say even if, you dealing with your family, right? How many people got kids? Right? Your kids is somewhere and, maybe they require some assistance, for whatever reason. And JPF Fallen here, he's wearing a flag. He's got a t-shirt with a flag on it. Because he paid the money. So now your child goes up to this guy. You see what I'm saying? This is the difference between if we just a gang and we might have some turf that we protecting, or if we have a culture that we living out. If we not a gang, but we a people. Hold on for a second, I keep forgetting I got my let me get my Queen makes these right here. She brings these to the rally. Have some of these as large at the rally Sunday. Whew. Nobody makes this like her. She makes them. She got vegan ones, gluten-free, everything. I love her. Every event that I have, like did she come to the book to the book bag giveaway? I don't think she was at the book bag giveaway. Yeah, nah, she wasn't at the book bag giveaway. That probably was the only thing in the last couple of years. Oh yeah, you talking about what's his name again? Oh yeah, Born Mastermind. But by some of his logic, right? If you're not supposed to eat nothing because it has DNA in it, right? Plants got DNA in it too. You know, and so if plants got DNA, and the problem, this is the carrot cakes that the earth be making. But these are the muffins. But if the problem is that you eating foreign DNA, right? Then by that logic, shouldn't you only be eating other people? I mean, I you know, am I am I oversimplifying things? But you know, if you can't eat foreign DNA, I mean, pretty much. I mean, your parents and your kids is on the menu. Hey man, gotta be lucky to be alive. Ooh, those is professional. I don't know why she don't, well, she said that eventually, but she needs to sell those. She said, what about Eskimos in 1930s and 40s? They never eat vegetables. They only eat fish and elk. What's the, what you mean, what about them? He said, we go back to before the knowledge. So I still say Cousin Stan. He tell me to call him by his righteous name too. I'm just saying, look, young people, that's new people that's getting the knowledge, this type of stuff is crap. I'm just like, because you don't have nothing to measure it against. I've been there. Where, I'm somewhere and somebody say some bullshit, man. I got to go back and ask God, man. Like, yo, God, man, I was over there. You said that. That is, I've been there. You don't have enough knowledge and wisdom to measure it. You can't really, your scale is not calibrated yet. But yeah, this is the type of thing that you might hear. And if you're new to the knowledge, you might think, oh, that's, oh, all right. Because, see, you new to the knowledge, and people are still getting used to calling you by your name. And you still getting used to, using certain terminology. So you might think, yeah, that's maybe that's normal. But it's not. These people coming on here and exposing themselves, oh, you talking about the Eskimo? See, the Eskimos, from what I understand, it has something to do with them eating the raw seals or something. Something about some of the meat that they was eating. Like they was eating animals that produce naturally whatever nutrients that they might have been lacking or something. Like the vitamin C or something that they were supposed to be getting, they was getting it from their diet. Because if you're talking about the same people I'm talking about, they tried to take them off of that diet and they got sick. But in the diet there was something that they was eating that was I guess at least for the winter able to replace, and then plus over time they gonna develop that way, because babies that or children that is not able to digest or not able to get those nutrients is not going to survive. And so the DNA that's left, they gonna I'm not saying evolve into other species. I'm saying evolve the traits and the characteristics, and they they digestion where they can handle that. But I don't know if that was the 30s and 40s or what. I don't know the time on that, but I know of that history with them coming in, seeing the Eskimos' diet and trying to take them off of it. Said their diet is also why they don't grow tall. Yes. But that's how. Let me tell you something. It's people that come to the rally like that. Now they be much slicker than JP at Fallen. But it's people that come to the rally, get up in the front, right? And I'm just talking about overall as a person, be a bullshit house. Like I see people come around, be around for like a season or two, right, before they reveal themselves. And the way I seen it done at the rally, right, is the person is hyper, they hyper righteous, just overly aggressive. They when the lightning gets sun, you can hear them over everybody. Hey Shalot, that person that say whip, whip, whip the loudest? You know that guy? Said anybody see the thing online where they were comparing the products they sell here with the same products in Canada without all the additives and food coloring? Now I didn't see that particular one, but I know that's the case. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, there's a lot of things that's they make in America that's banned. But you know, even in terms of like one time I saw a picture of a store, right? Like a regular corner store or whatever would be the equivalent of a corner store, and they got the chips. The chips was there, right? And like the chips, when you looked at them, you recognize the packaging, right? But they had different names. It was the store was in England, so it was the same product but being sold under a different name in England. Harmony, equality. So let's see if we. I don't know. Listen, you missed it. We dealt with equality. We was talking about people. We was talking about people who. We was talking about people who disobeyed the law, right? And at first, we mentioned 2 women, right? And so I stopped everything, you know, just because that's how I am, right? I stopped everything, and I mentioned that really it was a man who was most guilty of said offense. See what I did there? You see that? Are you proud of the Random Jews Network that we made sure to deal with equality, because we're all about equality here. Shalai, whip is the only part they know, Shalai. See? You see how nothing we can do. You see how nothing we do here at the Random Jews Network will ever satisfy some people. But we in fact did that. But yeah, though, that's what I'm saying. You gotta acknowledge the people, man. You know what I'm saying? See the people that's around you, and look. Some snakes know a lot. See, some snakes have been around brothers and sisters, right? See what I did there? You see that, right? Some snakes have been around brothers and sisters, right, who failed to keep the grass low. See, and maybe, they don't sting that person because that person is enabling them to sting everybody else. That person with their grass hide, they like pet snakes. So when these people come on here, yeah, it's funny to me, and that's what I'm saying. I don't see how he doesn't get how he's not told, that, look, you not. But see, that's what it is. It's probably other pages that he goes on and trolls, right? It's other pages that he goes on and trolls where the people may not have the same degree of knowledge and wisdom. And so now that's how he's able he said they say the serpent was walking in the garden. Gotta pay attention, man, yeah. said the devil meets people where they are, just like the righteous. Now, I think the devil goes a step further. See, the devil got to go a step further, right? Because, see, his survival depends on the righteous. See, that's one of the burdens of the righteous. See, the righteous, they survival depends on they self, right? As the righteous, but see, it's all these bloodsuckers out here. Where they gonna get blood? From other bloodsuckers? I ain't never really heard about that. I mean, it might exist. You know, bats attacking other bats. You know, not all bats suck blood. Maybe the blood-sucking bats attack the bats that don't suck blood. But you know, the bat people. You know, we not talking about Bruce Wayne. We talking about the blood-sucking people. They got to go around people with that sweet blood. Like, they got to seek people out. Like, see a righteous person, he go outside to do his job. I'm talking about just in the average day, right? A righteous person go out and they just go on and handle their business. The snake is going out looking for them. Because that's how they survive. They steal from these people. They lie to these people. They cheat these people. they kill these people sometimes. They unalive these people. You know, just for the opportunity to take their energy and resources. You know, when that's your job, yeah, you gotta seek that out. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for suckers. You're looking for Vicks. You're looking for the words that they use. Yeah, right. You know, you said the snake was walking in the garden and snakes don't have legs. That's what you got to understand that, you know, these is people. You know what I'm saying? And some things is how they operate. You know, that's why the righteous, you know, we have to have our sword up to that degree. We have to have our sword up to that degree. Because, see, just like I said, right? The liars, the cheaters, the unalivers, you know, all of those is the people, man, that wake up in the morning. Right? You know, I say for every action, it's an opposite but equal reaction. Those is the people that wake up in the morning to be the opposite but equal reaction to you. See? But if you God, right, ain't no equal to me. But if you off point, now you step back into the realm of 6. He says, so knowing you're letting a snake live, you are just as guilty because you know you putting others in harm's way. Officially, you know what I'm saying? You know, I hate to be technical, but Allah said you That's is that not how that is that not how that was manifested, Shalom? That's how. I said, man, if somebody's doing wrong, you know they doing wrong, you would say that you worse than them. See, because that unrighteous person, they were supposed to be unrighteous. I'm not saying it was good that they was unrighteous. I'm saying they were supposed to be unrighteous. How the hell else do they have the title, characteristic, the trait of unrighteousness? Did they ever even know the law to say they was bound to it? Absolutely, there's a difference between a gangster and a dirty cop. But they don't seem to understand that when they talk about black on black violence. See, like if you had the supervisor at Target going down and punching the supervisor at Walmart in the face because you sold too many widgets this week, and we didn't sell enough widgets. We feel like, if we was talking about just, generally speaking, that's not what you're talking about. You're talking about a group of people, right, who by definition, they don't give a fuck about the law. Yeah, they are black, but that's not the characteristic. That's not the characteristic that they share that causes that to happen. Or it would be everybody. So here's the thing. You comparing, the police analyze somebody. Yeah, well, these black people are. Yeah, but they take an oath to death, hell, and destruction, and you take an oath to protect and serve. Where else can you do that? Like, let's say you work in the mental institute, in the mental hospital, right? Let's say you work in the mental hospital, right? And I know, they people. I'm using this example. And you do something, whatever it is, right? You do something to one of the patients. And then when you approach, right, to be accountable for that, you say, well, they do that to each other. Yeah, but you're supposed to be here in a little bit different capacity, though. Like, can the teacher do things to the students, in a regular public school, and then say, yeah, well, they doing that? Like, can the teacher, pop pills with the students? They say, well, you don't say that when they pop pills with each other. Yeah, see, this is ridiculous. So Rio said, I have literally worked in a mental hospital and heard someone say that, they did what they did, but, it's not bad because they do it to each other. Now I'm saying, look, in that instance, did the person who ever said that, did y'all give them a robe and a bracelet? because it sounds like they need a robe and a bracelet. So he got fired immediately. Yeah, I think he should have got a robe, or whoever it is, right? They should have got a robe and a bracelet, the plastic one. Not so fast. But I'm just saying, in that instance, it's still, you fired instantly. So, and I'm going out on a limb here, but let me just ask you, did anybody pass away in that event where the person got fired? Because, we talking about events where people is passing away. Right? And nothing happens. At least this person was fired immediately. Certain professions, they go on vacation. Whew. I can't even repeat that, man. No Diddy. Pause. Must have failed his skip training. So I don't know, I know we have less time with this system because of the battery situation. So we're going to go ahead and start, winding this down. We got any last questions? Because I'm about ready. Today I had, my meat was out already. Pause, wait a minute. I had taken my chicken out of the refrigerator, out of the freezer. It's fucked up the world that we live in now where we gotta think stuff like that. Once upon a time, you could just talk, man. I wonder how it was, man, back in the old days. You could just use the English language, man. But what I meant to say is that the chicken, I already took it out of the. I took it out of the freezer, so I'm good. Like yesterday, I didn't eat until crazy late. Like I might have ended up eating like 3, 4 in the morning. I ain't really. So today I'm trying to. He said, "Do I think the Knicks will beat the 76ers tomorrow?" Of course. Why would we know who they got in Philly. The bass, I've been practicing, but I what's the name? Was you on when we played Cream? Or did you miss it? Should we throw Cream on again for the new people that didn't get a chance to hear it? Yo, listen, I ain't even mean to do that. I ain't even mean to do that. I just happened. It wasn't really until I turned the machine off and I turned it back on, and when it came back on, that's when I hear it. That's when I heard it, I mean. And then I think we got one more. We got one more we're gonna pull up after this. And then we're gonna be on our way out. Because we have, see, this is why, see, it's Philadelphia teams probably wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for Philly fans. Same thing with Boston. If it wasn't for their fans, did you know this country is built on hate for New York? That's what it does. The whole country is based on it. That's for my 90s people. That's for my people that got the knowledge from 93 to 2000. You got 16 for that. See, unfortunately, two things. But yo, Mr. Greenwood, you know who I called? You know who I called for that? Law Watts. I called Law Watts for that one right there. Harmony, you kind of got a batch. Now look, I listened to your project. I listened to the first couple of songs. I think I sent you the raw beats. I got, but I got you. But once I heard the whistle, I was like, yeah, all right, I got it. Hold on, let me get this. Let me see if we can pull up. Let me see if I can pull up this, where we at? Did we? Alright. See, these other ones, see, the first one I played, I had more time to really, I got it, but yeah, I got to go through the samples again too. I haven't been messing with the samples in a couple of weeks now though. I'm just touching the keys. I don't know. That's just, you know what it is. I don't have the patience, and I don't have the background either. And just like, cause what really stopped me from sampling was just seeing people do it and seeing how good they was at it, and realizing that you know, this is a particular science. This is not, you know, like I knew a brother that he had thousands of records. You know, that, you know, I don't know how many fit in those crates. Like back in the days, brothers who DJ, they used to have like milk crates stacked up in their house with all records. You know, and that was one thing about them. When you looked at it, it just looked like random records. But they would go over there and pick out exactly the record, like they don't got to search through it. And you know, this brother had, you know, he don't just got the current records. He got, you know, all these old records. You know, his family's from South America, so he had, you know, he got American records, he got Spanish records, all type of stuff. One day we was in his house making music, and he says, hold on one second. He goes out there, couple seconds out there, maybe like 20 seconds, he comes back in, he puts the record on the record player, and he puts the needle right on the spot, right? And then he says, see that horn right there? I knew I was going to use that. That's the reason I kept this whole record. Then he used the horn and threw the record out. And that's when I realized, like, yo, if he could go into all those records, right, pull out that one that quick and put the needle right on that spot, like, yeah, that's a level. That's a level. That, you know, look, why try to catch up? So I end up, you know, doing one thing the way I do it. But you know, with you, like I said, you got it back. So, you know, that's one reason why I kind of started working on another thing, right? But I'm gonna hook you up with the joints that you need. Whoa. Which one of y'all? Which one of y'all is about to go down? Cause they just rolled past me. It's not me. one thing about all these commercials, see, I never really, with all these commercials, you would think that they'd be paying me a lot more money. Fruity Loops. I used it a couple times, but I'm not familiar with it like that. Like, I mean, I'm familiar. I know that it exists. Fruity Loops came a long way too. Like, I think when it first came out, it was like on PlayStation or something. So at the time, that was still the keyboard era where, not the drum machines, whatever, like the hardware era. So at the time, it was looked at like, that's a toy. So a lot of people, I don't know a lot of people, that I started with that used it. Right, a lot of people made their first beat on Fruity Loops, Stephen King said, who? Stephen King said, who is the 7%? Got me. We, like wherever you saw this thing about the 7%, right? Wherever you saw this thing about the 7%, what made you affiliated with us? Nah, that's very fortunate. You see, I see what I'm gonna have to do. I see. I had to put extra salt in your beats. Yeah, but with the 7%, would you I mean, because I'm saying you asking me the question is making me think that there's some background to it. For me, it's just kind of out of left field. You know, I never heard of the 7%. Stephen King, you just came in and left. See, that's one thing, man. Why people ask a question they don't want to know? You see, listen, we don't listen to Rio. You see what I'm saying? When I say that, listen, man, look. Wisdom is knowing who to listen to, man. Oh, man. Yo, see, you ain't supposed to be doing this. I don't know what the name of this is. I don't know what the name of this is, but this is illegal. You know, I'm getting older now. I notice when shit is illegal. This advertising, on my program, you ain't supposed to do that. No, you got the wrong idea. You got the wrong idea about the flow of the now. Now, the now doesn't flow in that direction. Doesn't flow that way. Complete, what's the deal? You missed the whole, what's your name? I don't know. We just alright, there goes the first warning. That's the first warning right there. That the battery's dying. You said no t-shirts, just sweatshirts? I don't know if that makes a whole lot of difference in terms of me wearing. I think it's about the same. I'm saying, do these sweatshirts, do they even have hoods on them? Or is it like the Girl Scout kind? you only have one. I mean, so look. So I guess now I want to change my answer to look. I would, but nothing I could do is only one. I would, unfortunately for me, it's just not possible. Harmony, quality. How many times I'm telling you about advertising on my channel? How many times? And listen, her CDs is mad expensive. I can tell you that now. Look, before you even go over there. I got the CD right there. How you gonna tell me it's not? No. What the hell is going on out there? Do I need to show my receipt? Do I need to show my receipt and demonstrate to people how much I paid for the CD? See, look. Now, is anybody? I don't know if anybody is. Does anybody here the fine print there? See, look, ain't this some corporate shit? This some label shit right here. What I'm saying is, I don't put the fees on. You went through the section. Ain't that some label bullshit right there? You missed your calling. But look, is it me? Is it me, right? But look, even as a producer, right? I didn't get no with shit. They sent you your copies. Team Money Talk as if the Asian and Indian people were part of the grafting. The reason I ask is because their history goes beyond 10,000 years. I mean, when you say part of the grafting, what do you mean? Let me see if they got the receipt in this. I can show people. See, 'cause that's what we do in here. We show you real life examples. I can show you a real life example of the 10%. You lucky. Wait till I get, wait. I got it in my email. And also, Team Money Talk. What degrees you know? You there, Team Money Talk? You know 120. Okay, so when you say, so let's pick up from right there. So when you say, because you don't, okay, here's my question. Are you asking me if the Asians and the Chinese was amongst the 59,999 people that left Mecca and went to Patmos with Yaqub? Okay, so what are you asking? Because that's the first thing I think when you ask the question. You know, when I think about it, is, are you saying that they? Stephen K said, I saw that question on Facebook. Why didn't Yaqub start with the yellow seeds and save 400 years? Well, she gotta remember that see you the people that he got was all type of people. Like, it wasn't like, okay, it's all light-skinned people that's dissatisfied. You understand what I'm saying? So, regardless of whom and what, if you got this population of people on the island, right? See, it didn't take 200 years to create a brown seed. Remember, the devil is not made by building. The devil is made by destroying. It took 200 years to destroy the black seed amongst that population. To eliminate, right, to get to a situation where there's no more black people amongst the population. So, you know, it's you know, the process was going to take 600 years. Team Money Talk, you still there? We only got a couple minutes left. Self-our Bill said they were from different rungs of society. Also, they chose to follow Yaqub based on his promise to them. They were dissatisfied with their conditions. You know, a lot of people ask questions today, and yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, the question has to be a little bit clear. But you know, looks like it's about that time. Like I said, the battery, we probably about to hit the skids any minute now. So you know, if we ain't got no further questions, we go ahead and wind this one down. Everybody do the each one teach one. If you made it this far, hit the like button. You know, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. You know, other than that, you know, like I said, we didn't really have a wide selection because, you know, it's been, we had you know, little minor controversies this week. We had Stephen King said, I think it's because he wanted to start with the strongest seeds, good at multiplying. I mean, I can see your logic, but you trying to use your logic on something that's simply, that's not what it is. The devil, the Yakub was trying to make something that was weak and wicked. Saying he was trying to start off with the strong in order to make the weak. He was destroying the strong. You know, you gotta remember that the devil is made from separation and division. What was the question in regards to snake versus grafted snake? I missed it. You said more fertile black soil. I mean, I don't know. We got harmony and equality in here. So I don't know if you want to be, accusing, if you want to be accusing the black woman of being the main mechanism through which the devil is made. I'm just telling you, just, you know. She's got sharp knives. Still doesn't make any sense to me. What's the difference between a snake and a grafted snake? I mean, you know, a grafted snake, you can see them. You know, they got a particular duty. They got a particular way that they operate, right? You know, somebody who look like you, they got a different way that they operate. You know, a whole different field of operation is open to them. So I guess What was the other brother's name? He probably left already. Talk money to me. What the hell is this banging? So, like I said, man, do the each one teach one, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? If you made it this far, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. We're gonna sign off and say peace. I don't know, it's supposed to be a rain day tomorrow, so I don't know, we might get something in. We might get something in, but I gotta get to work over here too, so let's see what happens. But we're gonna go out with, our last little selection there and keep it pushing.